I never need to grind in Final Fantasy 1, ever. Okay, I take that back. There's one point in Final Fantasy 1 where you need to grind. And that is at the very beginning of the game, after the pirates. Well, at the very, very, very beginning of the game, you want to grind until like level 3 or 5. And then after the pirates, you want to grind for a little bit before the Marsh Cave. That's about it. And that is all the grinding I ever do in Final Fantasy 1. How much grinding you need depending on your party comp? I mean, sure, that's a fair point, but like, everybody's playing the game to win. You're like, well, let me take that back. It really, like, the argument that's being made here is assuming you're not doing some kind of specific challenge mode or something like that, you know? Like you're just doing a normal playthrough of the game. Yeah, if you're doing all white mages, you're probably going to need to grind a little bit more. Of course. But you know, if I was doing a honk only playthrough, I'd sure need to grind a hell of a lot more too, don't you think? Heck, I don't even know if the game is even possible that way. Casters are great in FF1. Casters are fine. Well, sort of. The problem with casters is that the instat doesn't even work in FF1, so your spell damage is kind of the base damage all the time, but it's reliable damage, and some of the spells are very good. Fighters aren't necessarily OP though. The only reason why a fighter is even good in Final Fantasy 1, I mean, yes, they have very good damage, especially against bosses. And it's very good, especially for the end of the game. The main reason is that the character in the lead has the highest probability of being attacked. So they're just HP sponges. Yeah, I know, right, Tagraneth? Right? But it's been proven that you can beat Final Fantasy 1 with the literal worst class in the game solo by itself, which is Thief. Thief is the worst class in the entire game because it fails on scaling. It just doesn't. A level 99 Thief is about equivalent to a level 30 fighter. Yeah. They forgot to scale the speed or agility on them to make them actually useful, and so they just suck. But you can't do that with like DQ games for the most part, you know? But the point is that, like, I don't know, if you're going into a game like Final Fantasy and intentionally not choosing any kind of melee at all to take the front line, you're putting yourself up to a challenge. You're saying, I'm going to fly in the face of the intended party comp because clearly, you know, the game is wanting me to have a warrior in the lead to take the hits or something like that. You're basically saying, nah, I'm gonna do it differently, and I'm gonna accept the challenge that comes with that. That's essentially what you're saying when you do like 3 black mages and a white mage. You know what I mean? So you can't really use that logic. It's fallacy. Well, it does depend on the FF version, yeah. If it's PSP, then you're gonna absolutely destroy things. But we're talking about Nintendo Hard and Nintendo games and Nintendo design, so it's insinuated that FF1 NES is what we're talking about. But anyway, on your typical playthrough of Final Fantasy I NES, you do not need to grind very much at all. You really do not. Dragon Warrior 1 requires 80% of the game to be grinding, and Dragon Warrior 2 at first didn't require any grinding, which was nice. But here at the end of the game, we're definitely grinding hardcore. Final Fantasy 1 does not require any grinding, really. Unless you're doing some kind of weird party comp like we talked about. Especially at the end of the game. Dragon Warrior is a grinding series, which is why it's beloved? I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. That's not a reason to love a franchise. There's no, like, culture or people... Oh, wait, Anarestis, that was a God tier resub earlier. I just glanced over and saw that it was a tier 3. Dude, Anarestis, thank you for the God tier sub. How did I miss that that was a God tier sub? Holy crap, man. Thank you, dude. That was an hour ago, and I just glanced over. If you're still here, I'm sorry I didn't recognize that. I don't think there's, like, people say, oh, the Japanese people love to grind, and it's like, I don't think that's true. I think they're just used to it, you know? Like, they've been given a lot of games that are grind heavy, so they're just kind of, it's kind of part of what they're used to. I don't think they particularly love it any more than a handful of gamers in the States or anywhere else like grinding, you know? Nobody sits there and goes, oh boy, I get to walk back and forth and fight the same monsters for 5 hours. My favorite. I have a program, Anarestis, called Streamlabs, and it shows me what's going on. So like any kind of event that happens in the channel, like a sub or a cheer or something like that, it gives me a list essentially. And nothing's really happened in the last hour, and I just kind of happened to glance over and saw the tier 3, and I was like, wait a second, who tier 3'd? Yeah. Yeah, the real reason people love this series is not because of grinding. It's because of just, you know, just the hero's journey, the worlds that are built from it, the charm, you know? I mean, it's definitely not because of grinding. That would be a really weird reason to like a series. At least not by and large, you know, not the community at large, anyway. Raise your hand if you have or want a DQ slime plushie. Like, I'm raising my hand because they're super cute, right? Speaking of God tier resubs, Carter Chan swooping in with that God tier for 46 months. Thank you very much. Got one already. See, there you go. It's the charm. DQ games have charm. And it's proven way more in DQ 8 and 11 what that charm is. Where you get to walk back and forth hours by and oh boy, I love it. I love it. I just think 8 and 11 specifically Vazro because those are especially well loved and well done. Save us, Lars! Hey, wait, hold on. What's the frickin' the one song? Exit Light, Enter Night, or is it the other way around? I was just trying to think of that, and then Lars Ulrich because Metallica, and never mind. I tried to do a thing. I forgot how the song went though. Take my hand. Exit Light, Enter Night. Yeah, that's what I thought. Off to Neverland. That's what he's doing. He's taking their hand and sending them off to Neverland. How long do I plan on grinding for? I was gonna grind for about a level or two more. Maybe less. Like, why does he have that spell? Seriously. Why did they give a normal enemy a complete party wipe spell? Make no mistake, that's a 100% chance to completely wipe my entire party. And just the gold baboons can just cast it at any time. At any time. Like, just whenever they feel like it. It's like, you know what? Game over time. Thank you, Play-Nazic, for the 110 bits. That's a sub-gift, what? 5? 4? No, it's definitely more than 3. It's at least 4. Right? I'll just check my email. Oh, it is 3. Alright, you're right, you're right. Like, I mean, thinking about what just happened to me there, you know? Do you think I'm really ready? Do you think I'm really ready? Wonder if I can kill one of these now. I take a lot less damage from it. Wait, you just realized your gift sub ran out. Shouldn't non-sub links get auto-purged? Oh, so even though you don't have a sub badge, sometimes the system, detects it as being sub still for a while. It's weird, but it means it just expired and everything hasn't caught up yet. That's all. Like, it needs to feed that information back to the bot at some point, and that's when the bot will be like, oh, okay, I've registered you as a non-sub. I'm thinking maybe 30 with Lars or something like that would be a good point. I don't think there's a max level, at least not of 30 anyway in this game. I mean, it's not a worry because, like, the bot is active. I know the bot is active because commands have been going out. So if the worry was the bot was down, it's fine. Ah, Jesus Christ! Son of a bitch. Spooky Skeletons! Thank you, Play-Nazic, for the 999 bits! I hate how goofy that song is and how much it scares me literally every single time. Damn you. Oh, why am I fighting this? I don't want to fight this. Oh god. Oh, I mean, of course I want to fight this. Obviously, it's an easy fight. What's up, Bash? I didn't say hello anyway, don't worry, I didn't see you. I didn't notice you. What do you do when Senpai doesn't notice you? What do you do when you get crit for your entire life bar in a single hit? I guess I'll die. Sort of yes and sort of no. There's kind of a party wipe penalty in case I do need money later on. I don't know if there's some kind of shop later on that I can access. $10K for Honk already. Loving it. This is such a good grind, it's kind of hard not to take advantage of it, to be honest. Like, realistically, this should just be a 2-turn fight with Exploded, but, I mean, you know. That's Yandere, Durian. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, hello?